I want you and that young man to tie that knot. I'm gonna pray for you. And I want you to hold on to God's unchanging hand, because he helped Joshua fight the battle of Jericho.
It's
Yes.
the old
He helped Daniel get out the lion's den. He helped Gilligan get off the island.
Let me get straight to the business. Got them lions in the building. Why you lying to the children? Why you lying to the children? RIGHTEOUS. Man, you know I've been to bed. Man, they know they no contest. Yahuwah, he do the bless. We will not see you tomorrow. Cause you cannot go to thought. All the sons and all the daughters. Standing hard with big daughters. But my son, he made me Taurus. On that line, I'm still a Taurus. Karate kicking Chuck Norris, 4-5 on my waist. If he started, will not hesitate to get retarded. Oh lordy, he ain't got a PowerPoint, he forest. He running to the hills like a Philistine. Jihad hitting Hamites with the guillotine. Situation turned up with the ratchet team. JJ 7000 to the debate league. Yeah, I know them haters gon' hate me, but he won't debate me. Pistol off safety. He respond, come wake me. If I don't get up, nigga shake me. If he don't show up, then he fake G. I touch down and make these nigga nuts hate me. Dear brother, ballin' and crawling all the way from H-Time. Let me get straight to the business. Man, them lions in the building. Why you lying to them children? Why you lying to them children? You gon' cry, you gon' get it. Me, I'm like a frog, nigga, ribbit. Of course, it's in the spirit. I just got the Porsche, she can steer it. Mito caught the Rorschach and Willie. Lamborghini doors, you better not spill it. Mama's high, say I'm more than just a villain. Mama's cry, armed open wide for her children. Suicide, immortalized as the realest, yeah. Death by kind, black suicide. Let me get straight to the business. Got them lions in the building. Why you lying to them children? Why you lying to them children? RIGHTEOUS. Man, you know I've been in bed. Man, they know they no contest. Yahuwah, he do the bless. Wow, what's that? Why didn't they take it over? Number one debate league, you heard me? When it's up, it's stuck. I'm stepping on everything, nigga. Metaphorically, of course.
Yeah! Some lions in the building. Peace and blessings, man. Everybody mute their mic, please, before I get the introductions. I think that's Refire. Can you mute your mic, brother? Mute your mic. All right. Welcome to the Lions Den. This episode of Lions Den is brought to you by Common Sense. I can explain it to you, but I can't understand it for you. See what we had early today in the early preliminary, I guarantee you it won't be nothing like that. So we had two people earlier. One person knew what we was talking about, while the other one was talking about appliances at Walmart. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we ain't gonna do that with this one. We got these two brothers, man, that's coming hardcore. One of them come from the Lex Vortex camp, the dark side, you know, some of them guys. And we got a seasoned veteran, even though he's young. I'm talking about Shabar the Zealot. You know what I'm saying? He's young, but he's been around these debate formats for a while. So before we get into that, let me go ahead and introduce the queen of the Lions Den. I'm talking about Sister Karina. Go ahead, Queen. Go ahead. Everybody mute your mic.
Hey, everybody. You already know what it is. Please hit the like. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you ain't already. And how you doing? Love you.
All right. All right, and we got, and like I say, Kareema's my right hand, and if I got a left hand, it definitely is this other brother on the panel. This brother on the panel, I'm talking about Rafia. He was in the preliminary earlier. He followed the rules, but I just want to go ahead and commend him on how he stayed poised. You know, he didn't let the brother get him out of his character. And trust me, we're gonna find you a replacement. Go ahead, Rafia. Introduce yourself.
Hey, what's up, family? Yeah, that was a little out of the ordinary. It did take a little discipline dealing with old boy there, but it is what it is. But what's up to everybody?
All right, family. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not gonna have one person's action reflect on the whole Aboriginal community, because then I would be hypocritical. You see, because when they talk about Kataza from ISUPK, that ain't got nothing to do with JJ 7000. You hear me, Truist? That ain't got nothing to do with me. So I'm not gonna put you in the box, but I will say today the Aboriginals, you didn't look too good today with one of your warriors. And I understand that was his first debate, so we're gonna give him a pass, and hopefully he'll gather his bearings and understand how to, watch a couple of debates and understand how to stay on topic. All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, man, y'all go ahead. Y'all might have to put the kids to sleep. You hear me, man? Because we got two warriors. Hey, these young warriors, man, they putting out the information, brothers. I'm telling you right now. So we're going to go ahead and let them introduce themselves, and then they're going to get into explaining what their contention is. We're going to start with the brother Truist. Go ahead, Truist.
Peace to the den. Peace to my fellow debater, Shabar. Peace to Sister Kareema, JJ 7000. Thank you for bringing me on your platform once again to have yet another preliminary discussion. The last preliminary discussion I had on the lines then was with Anu Kakarat in reference to whether or not God is light. I think it was pretty unanimous to everyone who watched in the audience, and that was on the panel, that I wiped the floor clean with him. I myself, I'm 27 years old. I'm a philosophy major. I am a student of many different walks of life. I grew up as both a Baptist and my dad was a 5%er. I'm well studied on the Bible and the Quran. When it comes to what I stand on Pan-Africanism. I stand on atheism. I stand on the dark side teachings. I may not have full alignment with everything that is expunged in some of the things I follow, but for the most part, 90% of the dark side teachings and what atheism typically expunges, I fall in line with. But I'm not the type of atheist you would think I am, because the way I see it in terms of a God, right? I don't subscribe to God in the sense most people describe it. I think when most people are talking about God, they're thinking about some sort of force or entity with human characteristics or human behaviors, patterns, or thought processes. The way I see it, if there is a creator, right, it would just simply be some sort of source. It wouldn't have anything that you can subjectively assign attributes to. It wouldn't be depicted in images of a human-like figure. It wouldn't have emotions. It wouldn't have all of these human characteristics you see with every God throughout every culture, not just the Bible or the Abrahamic faiths. You see it in Egypt. You see it in Hinduism. You see it all throughout any culture that had any God. They all have some sort of human characteristic. But I don't want to get into that because that's not what this debate is about. So this debate is about whether or not reality can be perfect. I'm on the side of the fence that says, no, I don't believe it can be. The brother Shabar is the one who came up with the topic. I love the topic because it gives both of us the wiggle room to dive into other fields of study other than just focusing on the Bible all the time. Now, best believe we are going to use the Bible. Him being a New Testament Hebrew, he's absolutely going to use his faith, and I'm going to use his faith to make my argument as well. Absolutely am. But outside of that, we could use science, we could use philosophy, we could use a number of things to make our case, and I'm absolutely going to do that. So yeah, that's just where I stand on this, and I'm gonna let the brother go ahead and give his little introduction.
All right, man. Yeah, that brother's well studied in a bunch of different categories. Don't take this brother lightly. Next, we got a seasoned debater in the building, man. I'm talking about, I seen this guy in action. He's no joke. You hear me? He's not a typical Hebrew Israelite. A typical Hebrew Israelite in our community would be like the one West genre, you know. Look, they go with the 12 tribes and, you know, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Balakatah. You know, they talking lingo of that nature, you know. They hate Africa. See, this ain't that type of Africa. This ain't that type of Hebrew, man. This brother right here got it together. I'm going to let him go ahead and introduce himself. I'm talking about the brother Shabar Zili. Go ahead, Aki. Turn your camera.
Yeah, man. How y'all? Yeah. Can y'all see me?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. What's going on, man? Yeah, I'm just I'm up here today, man, just holding a position about perfection and Christ consciousness, man. My position is that we see that all really throughout the earth. We see that in creation, and we really see it all throughout the scriptures, man. So I'm really just here to substantiate that status, and just to show we can be perfect in this reality, and within the next reality of ascension through Christ consciousness. A lot of people be like, "Oh, you talking about Christ consciousness? That's some New Age stuff, man." And that's a fact. You know, that book tell you that knowledge will increase in the last days or latter days of whose time, maybe one that's ascending. That's all I got.
Oh, okay. All right. So he's coming from a Christ consciousness. He's saying there's certain things in this reality that can be perfect, whereas his opponent is saying there's nothing perfect in this reality. Is that where we're going? Because it's up to you two guys.
We kind of me and him, we kind of touched on this, right? Where his stance, he agrees that reality is not perfect and that it was not perfect, but what he's arguing is that it can be. So it's my job to prove that it can't be, because me and him already agree that it is not perfect. It was not perfect. But where we disagree and where we have to prove, what we have to prove is whether it can be perfect or whether it can't be perfect. And it's my stance that whether we're talking about the scriptures, science, philosophy, whatever, there's no way to conceptualize a possibility of a perfect reality. I really want to like pull out some of the stuff I got in the chamber, but I really
pull out, man.
I want to save it. I want to save it for the pay-per-view.
Oh, come on, man.
But I will say this. He, as a New Testament Hebrew, he already I'll give him this, right? He already said in our discussion on the phone that he agrees that reality wasn't even perfect in the Garden of Eden. That in the beginning, it wasn't perfect. Even before they ate the apple, that because there was a serpent present in the garden that was a deceiver, right? That right there disqualifies the garden of being a perfect reality, a perfect existence, even before the fall of man. So I completely agree with him there. But where we're going to differ, and I'm giving him a little bit of a hint of where I'm going with this. When we talk about what reality can be, according to the Bible, the only thing that can be is what the book of Revelation says. The only thing that can be is what's talked about when Christ returns and establishes New Jerusalem and New Earth, right? So when we're talking about that, there are some clear imperfections in the description of what New Earth and what New Jerusalem is and the things that are going to take place within it. And there's definitely imperfections in what has to take place in order for it to even come about in the first place. But I'm not going to reveal these things until the debate. But these are some of the things from a biblical standpoint that I'm going to bring out when we have our debate.
So let me ask you, so you say to prove, because the topic is can reality be perfect? You're saying he has to go to the Bible to prove his point, or can he go to other parts to prove this perfect reality? Like, what if you want to go to, somewhere outside the Bible? Does he have to stay in the Bible? Go ahead,
no.
Get your camera on.
He could use whatever he wants to use. Whatever. He could use like I said, science, philosophy, and when it comes to spiritual text, he could use any holy book he wants to use. He could use any religion, mythology, anything. He could use anything. The only reason I was just referring to the Bible is because he said Christ consciousness. So when you're talking about Christ consciousness, you're talking about the New Testament. And I have ammunition to refute the New Testament speaking on a perfect reality in the end days. But like I said, I'm going to save that for the debate. But he can use whatever he wants because I damn sure am.
I got a question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
Do you believe life after death?
Okay, define what you mean by life after death.
You would have to define that because I'm asking you if you just believe simply life after death.
Okay, so first of all, no, because to me, if you're asking me, that's an oxymoron. Death is the absence of life. You can't have the two things simultaneous. Like once life ends, death begins, right? It's an oxymoron to say life after death in my eyes. Now, that's why I asked, what's your definition of life after death? Because depending on your definition, I might agree with you.
I got you. So after your body returns to the earth, what's your worldview?
After your body returns to the earth. Okay, so when your body returns to the earth, you're talking about like from a spiritual standpoint?
Yeah, well, whatever I don't know. So where we're starting at is your body returning to the earth.
Okay.
So what happens?
A lot of things, you're just not involved in it.
So you don't exist anymore. You don't ascend. You just believe you just don't exist anymore.
You're okay. So your consciousness ceases to exist, but your physical body starts to decompose and return to the earth. That's what happens.
So who are you? Are you your body or are you your consciousness?
I'm a combination of both.
So in both, and you won't be, and basically what holds your thoughts together now is going to basically eradicate and decompose. Your spirit will cease to exist, as you said, and your body will decompose and go back into the earth.
Okay, so
dogs and shit and piss off.
So when we're talking about spirit, and like we discussed this on the phone, the way I conceptualize spirit is a state of mind. I don't see spirit as some sort of like soul, like most
right. So that state of mind ceases to exist, right?
Yeah, your state of yeah.
I got you. Now, is that perfect?
Is that perfect?
Yeah. Is that a perfect play out? So at your end, what's going to happen is you simply explained, is your body is going to go back into the earth, and your spirit, which is your consciousness, is going to decompose and cease to exist. Is that a perfect ending? Yes or no?
No.
Oh, okay. What about reality if that you don't agree with being perfect? Why isn't that perfect? I'm just trying to capture your worldview on what perfection is to you and what isn't. Now, your end and your worldview of what your end is isn't even perfect. Why is that?
Because I have an understanding that nothing about reality is perfect or ever was perfect, and you agreed to that. So
No, but I'm
this is
asking why isn't that action perfect? Like there was a function that happened. The function was your body
hmm
physical attribute of that decomposed, and the
hmm
spiritual attribute of what your thoughts is now cease to exist. You're saying, even you actually believe that. You're
yeah.
saying that your belief of what you believe right there isn't even perfect. So I'm just asking you to explain why isn't that function perfect? Like, what
It's
about
not.
that
It's all right.
function is so
I'll explain to you. I'll explain to you. And what you said, you kind of explained why it's not perfect. You use the word decompose, right?
yeah?
If something has to decompose, right, that disqualifies it for being perfect. If
Why?
something is perfect, that means it's flawless, it's complete, and it is without it doesn't need any alteration or adjustment.
Wait a
So
second.
when we're so
So,
when we're
so what?
talking about so when we're talking about decomposition, that automatically disqualifies it from being perfect, flawless, and complete. Because something
What?
that's complete would not decompose.
That doesn't. Well, hold on now, because we're dealing with yin and we're dealing with yang. We're not dealing with both intertwined. So now I'm just dealing with the yin part, which is death. I'm
Okay.
trying to figure out how death isn't perfect. You're disqualifying death from being perfection simply because it's death, because something is decomposing. So now, simply because something is decomposing or is on the darker side of what you're saying perfection isn't, that it's not now perfect. That's what you said? Because I consider darkness perfect. I consider death to be perfect. So you're
See,
saying
oh, so,
death
okay.
isn't
You see what you just did there?
decomposing
Why did you associate darkness with death?
because when you close your eyes and go to your end, according to your example, there's darkness there. When you close your eyes and go to your end, the last picture and everything you seen was darkness, my brother. That's why.
Okay, so you're
So, but we
basing
don't want to. No, hold on. We don't want to run from what we're talking about. We're talking about how you said decomposing isn't perfect. Why
yes.
isn't Why isn't that perfect?
I just
That's death.
explained.
How? So
All right,
death
so
isn't
so we'll
perfect.
take turns. When you finish, let me
All right,
know.
go ahead. Go ahead. You got it.
All right. Again, right? So and goddamn, like you're forcing my hand. Now I'm gonna just have to
Uh
like
huh.
I'm gonna just have to
Throw your hand.
yeah,
Hey,
come on. Let me
hey,
can I share my
if
screen
your
real
hand
fast?
is real good, and they can't beat it anyway. That's how I do it. You know what I'm
Can
saying?
I share my screen?
Yeah, share your screen, brother. Ladies and
All right,
gentlemen, y'all
let's do
go ahead and
this.
hit that like, share, and subscribe. This is the first round preliminary of the Ultimate Debate League Tournament, 700 cash prize, $300 championship Ultimate Debate League belt. It's going down. So it's
All right.
all right, go ahead.
Can you hear can you see my screen?
Not yet. There we go.
All right.
Forces man hand.
So we gonna walk it down like this, right? So when you look up the definition of perfect, right? The first definition, and all of these definitions I'm about to read are going to disqualify the process he was speaking about from being perfect. So first and foremost, it says having all the required or desirable elements, qualities, or characteristics as good as it is possibly to be, right? So when we're talking about having all the desirable elements, right? If your body has to change in any way, whether it's decompose, age, freaking eat to live, drink to live, whatever type of adaptation your body or even a cell or a microorganism has to go through, that means it is something that does not have all of the required desirable elements, because it has to go through some sort of shift to settle the required elements. If it had all of its required elements, there would be no need of an adaptation or change. It would just remain stagnant. Second definition, absolute, complete, or complete, right? Again, this is just repeating more of the first definition. If something is absolute, if something is complete, you don't need to keep making adjustments. If a car was complete and absolute and the perfect car, you wouldn't need to come out with a new model where you're tweaking it every year. You wouldn't need to come out with a new model that makes adjustments and adds features and all this. If a human being was complete, right? If a human being was perfect, we wouldn't need to go through the infancy stage. We would just come out as a full-grown adult that doesn't have to go through the stages of being a baby and then an infant and then a teen and then an adult. No. If you are not absolute or complete and require any type of adaptation, that disqualifies you from being perfect by definition. Third, make something completely free from faults or defects, or as close to as such condition as possible. Again, if something has any kind of fault or defect to it, it is not perfect. Literally, when your body decomposes, your skin is breaking down. Your insides are breaking down. They're not working anymore. That is literally the definition of a defect, when something stops working. Your heart's purpose is to beat. When your heart stops beating, that's a defect. It's not serving its purpose anymore. So this is why I'm saying, I kind of am saying and showing too much already, right? But this is what the textbook's definition of perfect is. But that's not the only thing I'm gonna go with in the debate. But if we're talking textbook definition, that's why I said when you mention decomposition, that disqualifies it for being perfect right there off the bat. Any kind of change or adaptation you have to do to something, even if it's on a cellular level, that shows there's an imperfection. Because if something is complete, there is no need for adaptation.
No, you didn't disqualify anything. What you did was you had two different conversations and you went to biology. That's what you did. And then you kind of cut yourself. So with the conversation we was having, I was demonstrating how in death or in darkness, that's a perfect position in what that operation already is. Now you went to a few definitions, and I'm about to ask you a question based upon those definitions you went to. According to the New Testament, did Christ's body see corruption? Yes or no?
You said, did Christ's body do what?
Did Christ's body decompose after he died?
Can you show me a verse where it says it did?
I don't believe it did. I'm just asking you.
I'm being honest with you. I don't recall a verse where it says his body decomposed. I don't recall that verse.
Well, yeah, it says his body never seen corruption. His body never decomposed, according to the New Testament. Now, according to your definition, is that perfect?
If his body never decomposed?
Yeah, his body never decomposed. Like usually when people die, their body goes back into the earth. It just dies, but his body never died. Would that be perfection?
If his body never decomposed, right? Then where did his body go?
Right. That's actually another topic and another conversation. The conversation we're actually having is just simply, is that perfect or not? You brought out a definition.
I would have to.
Hold on, let me finish.
Go ahead.
Because you brought out a definition when we was talking about death, and you went to debunk that, and in your definition, you showed what perfection was. You actually how it be the opposite of dying. Now I'm giving you an example of how Christ's body actually didn't die, didn't decompose at all. Now I'm asking you, with your position, your definition, would that be perfection? Just yes or no?
Okay. So we have to add context to what happened to Christ, right? So if you're saying his body didn't die, when the Bible speaks to Christ being the lamb, the last sacrifice, right? Does the Bible, let me ask you this. Do you agree that Christ was the last sacrifice? Like, as in, you know how you're supposed to have a Passover sacrifice? Was Christ the last sacrifice?
He was the last sacrifice for people that believe in him. They continue.
Okay, great. So if he was the last sacrifice, how was he sacrificed if his body didn't die?
What do you mean? Christ died. His body didn't decompose. What are you talking about?
So how did he die?
What do you mean? So he died. His heart stopped beating. He lost consciousness.
Stop right there. Stop right there.
Spirit.
Stop right there. Stop right there.
You asked the question. You can't cut me
off. All right. Go ahead.
Is usually what happens is when you die is your heart stop beating. You go brain dead. You lose consciousness. All of those things, and your spirit, or you believe your consciousness, is received to.
Breaking up, family. All right, well, right. Okay, there you go. All right, he back.
All right, great. So
we didn't hear his last part. Can you say?
Yeah. Can you just repeat the last part?
Yeah. Oh, I said. Usually, what happens is your heart stop beating. You lose consciousness. You go brain dead. Right, meaning your consciousness is left. Your spirit is received to Abba. His flesh didn't see corruption. Now, according to your definition, is that perfect? For some reason,
no. And I'm gonna tell you why not. You just said, and I already explained this prior, bro. You just said that his heart stopped beating. The purpose of your heart's function, is to beat. If your body's heart stops beating, then your body has a defect. And if your body has a defect, then your body is not perfect. If your brain stops functioning, then you have a defect. If your liver stops working, you have a defect. If the organs inside of your body cease to function and cease to serve the purpose they're in your body for, you have a defect. So the minute you said Christ's heart stopped beating, no. His body is no longer perfect because his body is not operating the way it should be or the way it was prior to him dying.
Okay, when he died, did his body operate the way it should have?
No, you just said his heart stopped beating, so no.
Right, so I'm gonna ask you again. When Christ, Jeremiah.
Yeah, go ahead.
What happened to bodies when people die?
I'm gonna stay out of this, man. But you should ask him.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask. So right, I got you.
Yeah.
Now that we made that clear. Right, I got you. Now that we made it clear, brother, I'm gonna ask you again. What happens to bodies when people die?
It decomposes.
Oh, okay. Did Christ's body do what it was supposed to do when he died?
No, his heart stopped beating.
Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, okay, very good. Cool. Did Christ's body do what it was supposed to do when he died?
His heart stopped beating, so no.
Did Christ's body do what it was supposed to do when he died? Did Christ's body die? Did it decompose? Yes or no?
Okay, that's a different question. Did it decompose?
Yeah.
According to you, no.
According to the Bible. So why
Hold up, contestants, real quick. Oh man, save some of the meat and potatoes. I mean, y'all can get back into it, but let me address the audience real quick. Shout out to everybody in the audience. See, this is what I'm talking about. See, the last guy, I hope you peeking around in the bushes trying to see how a preliminary should go according to the title. See, Sister Noble, you kind of came in late. This is not a debate. This is not a discussion. This is a preliminary to set up a debate. Because right now we're if you haven't heard, it's the Ultimate Debate League 32 person. At first it was 32 man because some chauvinists came up with the, leaving the women out. I had to do it politically correct and say 32 person. We got 4 beautiful women that's amongst the men in this tournament. So right now, Sister Noble, this is a jousting session to give y'all a little bit of the appetizer before you get the meat and potatoes, but also give you an idea of where the debaters is coming from in this debate. Can reality be perfect? Is everybody's reality the same? You see, that's a question. That's a question you got to ask now. I'm just throwing that out there so everybody can kind of readjust their brain when you come into this debate. This debate will make you think.
Who's ever in control, could you please put that comment by Sister Noble back up on the screen about the heart? Yeah, thank you. So Sister Noble, just to let you know, right, according to biology, right, you are clinically dead when your heart stops beating. When your brain stops functioning, that's called being brain dead, right? But you're not technically dead until your heart stops beating. You can Google it. Hold me to it. Don't believe anything I say up here. Look up everything it is I'm saying. You're clinically dead when your heart stops beating. When your brain stops functioning, you're just brain dead. But go ahead, brother.
All right, I got you. We still dealing with reality and things in reality pertaining to it, or maybe the essential. You deal with math? You like math?
Of course. Math is the closest thing to absolutes we have.
Okay, I'm glad you said that. Do you believe in real quick before we deal with that? Do you believe? So it's funny because it's like you one-sided with perfection. Like for an example, you don't believe a bad day could be perfect. For an example, there's an operation of just bad. You don't believe that's perfect, right?
Wait. Repeat the question. I wasn't
quite.
So
You got light and you got dark.
Okay.
So the dark is going to represent all the bad shit. You know what I'm saying?
Why? Why does dark have to represent bad?
Because that's what we know. That's what we grew up with. So that's what I'm using.
Does that make it right?
That's the framework I'm using.
I don't subscribe to that. I'm dark side.
Yeah, I don't subscribe to it. Come on, man. You trying to make this?
I don't, brother. If you,
all right.
Yeah, go ahead.
What about the light side? Then?
What about the light side?
Want to make the light side the bad side?
I don't believe in good and bad sides. I don't associate. I don't associate how much light is in the area with whether or not it's good or bad. Okay. I don't do that. That's what religion does to your mind. It makes you associate colors and light with good and bad. Like I got
you. Let's deal with this then. Let's deal with perfection in this angle then. I'm glad you said that then. Let's just deal with some real stuff. Let's deal with family. You got people that grow up in families, and I'm going to ask you if this is a bad side. You got people that grow up in families that usually get molested. Is that a bad side? Is that a connotation of darkness?
Darkness.
Is a child getting touched a connotation of darkness in Black families and households, and Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian households?
All right, please allow me to answer. So, of course, child molestation is always a bad thing. Do I associate bad things with darkness and black? No, hell no. That's something you were subconsciously taught through watching movies, television, reading your Bible, just throughout all forms of media and influence.
Okay, this darkness is
You've been
purple.
taught to associate everything dark with
Okay,
bad.
this darkness is purple then. This darkness could be yellow. Is that bad?
I don't associate colors with bad.
Man, listen,
That's
man.
childish.
All right, it holds no color. It's clear. You can see through it. I'm asking you, is this action bad? Yes or no?
What action?
A child being touched.
I started off with what I said. The very first thing I said when I answered your question was that child molestation is always bad.
Okay, so to cut that off, is that perfect? Would that be a sign of perfection to cut that bad off right there? Let's just deal with that.
That would be a sign. That would be a sign of progression. And I'm gonna tell you exactly why. What you just described is progression and not perfection.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna explain why. Okay, perfection would be a reality where that never existed in the first place. Progression is when there is a problem present and you have to correct it, or you have to change it, or you have to adapt it. Whenever you have anything that requires adaptation, growth, development, and progress, it's disqualified from being perfection. A wise man once said that perfection is the enemy of progress, because once you reach perfection, there's no longer a need for progress.
That's a
So
fact. Now,
in the example you just used, right? A perfect reality would have never had that problem in the first place. The fact that you have to correct that problem shows progress, but not perfection.
now we ain't talking about a perfect reality right now. We just talking about perfection within this reality. Now let me ask you a question, because I'm glad you made that example. According to the New Testament, can one be born again?
Of course.
If you're born again, are you at a state of progression or perfection? According to
You're at a state of progression, because in born again, the key word is again. Right. So it was a correction that took place. It was a salvation that took place. You only have salvation if there was an error in the first place. You only have salvation if there's some sort of defect present. Without a defect, without some sort of problem present, you don't get salvation. There would be no point in being born again if there was no problem present.
Okay. So basically, to hold your stance, you have to acknowledge a perfect reality. It's like, for an example, I'm about to bust you right here. Watch this. So in Isaiah, the 2nd chapter, it says that everybody is going to be holding to the law, statutes, and commandments, and it won't be nothing but filled but utter light. Perfection. Would you agree to that? According to the Bible, there will be a state, according to Isaiah, the prophet, there's going to be a state of perfection, so where there's going to be no darkness in anybody at all.
So again, I don't associate light and darkness with good, evil, or perfection. However, what I am going to say to you is, I'm going to deal with scripture with you, but I'm not going to do that right now, because I'm going to deal with scripture with you in the debate, because I got scriptures that's going to cut you. But all I will say to you about scripture right now, brother, is when we're talking about how reality was in the beginning and how reality is going to be on new earth, the word perfection or the word perfect is never used. The words that are used are righteous, harmony, very good, or something along those lines. But never is the word perfect used to describe New Jerusalem, New Earth, or what is to come in the new kingdom. The word perfect is never used there. But I'm not going to get too much into that, because I'm saving some.
I got you. Well, what's your worldview of what sin is?
What was that?
Sin.
Sand?
Sin. SIN. Sin.
Oh, sin.
Hey,
What's my
real
worldview as
quick,
sin?
let me ask y'all this real quick. It said somebody said, okay, so we need a definition of reality. So we had that clear cut established. Somebody said, but because my reality is different from yours, right? In my reality, everything could be perfect.
So JJ, again, like this is a prelim discussion. I
Oh
can't
no,
give
I'm
too
just
much. I can't give too much.
but
I
I'm just trying
know
to.
where
I
you
want
go.
the
I'm
audience
here
to.
with you.
Can we
Yeah.
look at the definition of reality just for a
I'm
teaching
here. I'm
moment?
here with you. But all right, I'm gonna have to show that too. But this is the last thing I'm giving y'all.
I mean, I got it up
I'm
on my
giving y'all
screen
too
if you,
much,
but if you
man.
already got it loaded up, let's see the definition of reality, so that way we know what
Yeah, I'm giving
know,
y'all way too much. But all right, hold on.
you gave us two definitions of the title: perfect and reality. I mean, come on, man.
All right, y'all ready? Ready? You ready? Can you see the screen?
Yeah. Let me move my mic.
All right. So when you just said your reality could be different than someone else's, no. If your reality is different than someone else's, then it's not reality. Reality is objective. There's no subjectivity to it. And I'm gonna read why. All right. So the first definition is the world or the state of things as they actually exist. Right. So we're not talking about hypotheticals. We're not talking about in your opinion. It's how shit actually is. Right. As opposed to an idealistic or notional idea of them. They gave the example, he refuses to face reality. Right. Second one, the state or quality of having existence or substance, right? So, existence, substance, again, we're dealing with actual tangible things that are not up for debate or and they're not subjective in any way. So, again, like, damn, I hate that I read this because part of my argument from a philosophical standpoint is when we're talking about whether or not reality can be perfect, he already agrees reality is not perfect. Reality was not perfect. So therefore, the only ground he stands on is some sort of hypothetical, idealistic, mythological reality that is perfect that he's creating in his own that he's creating in his own head.
That's
And
not
right
true.
and right here, you can clearly see it says that reality is not idealistic or notional at all. So this brother, he's dealing with an idealistic perfect reality because he cannot show me any reality that has ever existed that is perfect. So he has to come up and make up one in his mind, which by default makes it fantasy.
Let me say something real quick. Read all of it because read the second part so we know the full definition.
Hold on. Let me share my screen again.
Yeah, because I've seen something in there that we got to be honest with the audience on what reality is. Yeah, I'm not in it, Elder Yara. I just want the audience to know what reality means and what perfect means.
Okay, so I'm sharing my screen again. You said read the second definition?
Yeah, read the second part.
Yeah, so I read it. I said the state or quality of having existence or substance. So existence and substance, though that means something tangible, right? Like for example, JJ, right? Let's say you dream about a unicorn, right? You dream about a unicorn. That's not reality because there is nothing tangible or anything substantial about a unicorn. We can't find a unicorn in existence. We can't find any tangible unicorn. It only exists in your head, in your mind. And this is what I'm saying this brother's perfect reality is. It only exists in his head. It only exists in his mind. He cannot show a tangible, perfect reality. There never was one. We don't live in one. So the only one that can exist is in his imagination.
Okay, hold up, man. I'm not
Right,
getting
not-
into it, but
Right. No, look. So
the
that's
reality is a thing that is actually the definition I pulled up. So a thing that is actually experienced or seen, especially when this is grim or problematic, the harsh realities of life in the farming community. That was it. It said a thing that's actually experienced. That's a reality.
That's you heard that? That is actually experienced or seen. So that
Right.
means you have to in an observable world.
This is the best sex of my life. That was my experience. How do you prove that I wasn't perfect?
So I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why, JJ. Because the reason why the best sex of your life doesn't mean it was perfect. The reason that would be is because just because it's the best to you doesn't mean it's
that's my reality.
Your reality is everyone else's reality. Reality isn't.
My reality ain't the same as yours.
No. See, JJ, you would have to show me where reality is projected.
I can't show you the best sex of my life. I wouldn't want you to be there with me.
It's simple, JJ.
So here's the problem.
All right, I'm just trying to make you think.
No, I get what you're saying, but here's the thing.
I'm gonna get out the way.
You're mixing up your perception, right? You're mixing up perception and reality, right? So just because you perceive something to be a certain way doesn't mean it actually is that way in reality. The way you see existence through your lens doesn't mean that's how it really is. That's why people say what it really is, what it really is. Like, despite how you're seeing things through your lens, just because that's your worldview and your perception, that doesn't make it reality. Reality is something that is true universally across the board.
Right. So let's deal with that from just a simple common sense biblical perspective. So what's universal and common around the world is that the reality is that the world has been given over to the hand of the wicked, and the world is wicked as hell. So what's also evident in this reality is perfection. How do we know that? Well, Christ came. That was in an imagination that was manifested in this reality. It wasn't on this plane. It was outside of this plane. It was manifested here. What was that? Perfection. Then guess what? Perfection then became an example. Brother, let me ask you the question. If we witness perfection here in this reality, does perfection exist in this reality?
Does perfection exist in this reality?
Listen to what I asked you.
Okay.
If we witness perfection here in this reality, does now perfection exist in this reality?
If you witnessed it.
Right? So let's give an example, just to qualify an example. Christ was a perfect man according to the book of the Bible, right? Right.
Christ was the perfect man.
He was a perfect man according to the Bible, right?
Can you pull scripture up to prove
that?
I
can, but I'm just asking you.
Pull scripture up to prove
I don't know if you're ignorant to it or not, because not every conversation is just subject to pulling a Bible verse. Because right now you have contention amongst what perfection is, and you even said that you would use the Bible. So now we're using the source that's actually qualifying what perfection is. So I'm just because I thought we was on the same page. So I'm just like, hey, well, the Bible do say Christ was a perfect man, right?
Okay, so this is what I'm saying to you. If you subscribe to Christ being perfect, what I'm asking you to do is to verify that, because I'm not going to confirm. I'm not going to confirm or deny it. But if you wanna stand 10 toes on that claim, source it. I pulled up 2 different definitions. Can you pull up one source tonight?
I can, but I'm not, and I don't have to because I won't. I was just
so then I'm not going to answer your question.
It's okay. Listen, bro. It ain't Friday the 13th. It's not that spooky or really that scary. I just asked you a simple question, bro. Was Christ perfect?
You asked me a lot of questions, and I haven't asked you a single question.
Example.
All right, hold up, y'all. Hold up. Well, we can end it. We can end it right here. And say, but I just want to make sure y'all got the rounds established. Can we get a date established? And like we're doing 3 10-minute rounds. I think it's 3 10-minute rounds. Oh, excuse me. A 5-minute opening, then 3 10-minute rounds. After each round, you guys get to rebuttal for 3 minutes, okay? You'll get the rebuttal for 3 minutes. And then I think it's 3 questions, and then maybe a closeout. Y'all cool with that setup?
Yeah, that's cool.
You know, you gotta close out for at least 3 minutes.
How long did you say the closeout is?
Well, how long? Well, the 3-minute closeout or 5? I want everybody to be consistent. Y'all think 5 is too long?
Let's do the 5-minute opener, like you said.
Yeah,
right?
3-minute close.
3-minute rebuttal, but the way it should work so that the first person that goes doesn't miss out. The first person that goes, he starts out with his 3-minute rebuttal, then he has his first round.
Yeah.
Right.
And then when he go, then after he go his first round, then you come back in.
Yeah, with my rebuttal, then I have my first round. Yeah.
Yeah.
We should do it that way. 3 10-minute rounds. And then how long is question and answers?
3 questions apiece. And
3 questions.
The question, you shouldn't have to do no whole goddamn PowerPoint. I mean, what 1 or 2 minutes to answer a question?
Right.
The most 2 minutes that max to answer the question, bro.
Right. All right. Yeah, no, I like that. That sounds good to me. I know you said you wanted to close this out, but did you want to open up the panel?
I mean, yeah, we can. I just don't want y'all to get too much of your information.
Yeah, nah. Like I'm good. I'm not giving anything else away, but I will answer any other questions unrelated to the debate.
Okay. So anybody want to come on, y'all can continue to talk or whatever. But so the topic is, everybody, so we all know, can reality be perfect? The truest is on the side of saying no. Shabar Zealot is saying yes, reality can be perfect. I mean, I ain't really never just sat back and thought about it, so this is something different. It ain't the same as Esau the white man type of debate that they always throw up on us in the community. It's something different. So I appreciate that. At least you debaters, the other debaters, come up with some different topics. We don't want to hear about the Esau, the white man, and the regular ones we always do. So yeah, Shabar, you got anything else you want to say? If not, we can wrap it up.
Man.
Yeah. What about the date? The date.
Oh, the date? Hold up. Next weekend is Mother's Day. God damn.
Mother's Day. Every day is Mother's Day. What's wrong with you? In my reality. How about that?
Shit. Damn. Trying to think.
I say in 2 weeks sometime. Y'all let me know.
Let's do it on the 21st.
Yeah, I'm out of here though. Yeah, y'all get that.
Okay. So if y'all gonna go in 2 weeks, can we slide y'all another preliminary? We take y'all on another platform. You gotta keep it fresh.
Damn. All right. Nah. Let's not do that then. You wanna?
We can go on Lex platform.
You sure?
Like another little 30-minute, like an hour preliminary to get the people over there know what you're talking about, just in case they missed this. I mean, if y'all putting it out for 2 weeks.
What about the 15th, brother?
What's today?
Hell no, man. Listen, man.
That's
the
next week.
21st is good, bro. I'm a busy man.
All right, 21st.
All right, word. We'll do the 21st.
All right, so it's the 21st, but can y'all slip in? Or either y'all can even go on your own channel and talk about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We could just chop it up. We don't even got to talk about this. We could have another stream where we just talk about have an open discussion.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Okay, so let me write that down. What time on the 21st would be good for y'all? What day is that? What day is the 21st? That's Sunday? Because today's the 7th, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Next Sunday. Not so late, though, like we doing this one. Because one of y'all on the East Coast, right?
Yeah, I'm in New York.
Yeah, I'm in. Bro.
Okay, and me. Okay, and then you and Shabari in West Coast time.
All right, so yeah, can we get back to you on the time? I just gotta check a few things.
Okay, but
Yeah.
the 21st is good.
21st is good though.
So
Hey, yeah, man. Hey, I got a question. So, can you teach people reality? Like, if you had a congregation and people to teach, you'll be teaching them that nothing's perfect. You can never be perfect. You pretty much ain't shit. You ain't gonna never be it.
So, all right. So to answer your question, to answer your question, right? Yes, you can teach about reality. We have a whole methodology which teaches about reality, and it's called science. Also, philosophy talks about reality as well, and asks questions about it. But just because I don't believe reality to be perfect, brother, that doesn't mean I think that means we ain't shit. Just because something isn't perfect doesn't mean it ain't shit. If that were the case, then Jesus wouldn't save us in the first place. He would just say y'all ain't shit and y'all all going to the hellfire.
Nah, that's just love. That's just love. Just because you ain't
Because
shit don't mean I can't show you love.
even in imperfection, right? There can still be some sort of harmony. There can still be some good and imperfection. Things don't
You
have to
said
be perfect.
imperfection?
Yeah, things don't have to be perfect in order for it to be benevolent.
That's true. Well, give me what you mean by benevolent.
Good.
I agree. I agree with that because the book tells you that a righteous man falls 7 times. That's true.
Right.
But however, we ain't dealing with perfection right there. Now, when you're dealing with that perfection, like, all right, for an example, would you agree to this? So the Bible say a righteous man falls 7 times. So that don't mean you're not good. It just means you're achieving things. And you might have stumbled a little bit and you failed. But then the New Testament turns around and say, well, a man that loves his brother, there's no occasion of stumbling in him ever at all. That's true love. Would you agree with that?
You said a man that loves his brother.
There's no occasion. Yeah. So it ain't no. So you'll really never really have an excuse. An occasion to be like, oh, my bad. I shouldn't have did that. You know what I'm saying? You just perfect. Would you agree to that?
I don't think that makes you perfect, but yeah, that makes you great.
Okay. Interesting. Now, what if I change it? Now, what if I change my stance and said and created great to being perfect? Would you agree with it then?
Repeat that. I'm sorry. I keep looking at the chat. My bad.
What if so we dealing with perfection? What if I change perfection to the word great? Would you agree with it then?
Can reality be great?
Yeah. What about that?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I am.
Yeah. Let me say this to you. I think reality is great.
All right,
but great does not equal perfect.
Right. So great
they're not equivalent.
Right. So I would turn to, but I would make it. I would. That's what I would do. I would make it equivalent. You know what I'm saying? In terms to where you could but I'm just saying that in terms to where you can understand more of what I'm saying, because if I don't if a good man stumbles and the perfect man doesn't, you can't just agree and be like, well, yeah, that is perfection. And that might be obtainable. But you saying you can't even grasp the fact that it can be attainable.
The reason, again,
you believe it? Do you deal with quantum physics?
Absolutely, I deal with quantum physics.
Hold on.
Look again. I got shit in the chamber. I'm not trying to expose right now.
So hold on.
I definitely deal with quantum physics.
Well, let's deal with one thing real quick, since we both subscribe to quantum physics. Now we know how quantum physics work. Okay. Now, are you telling me, dealing with quantum physics, there isn't not one perfect reality? Yes or no?
If you're dealing with quantum mysticism, which is different than quantum physics, in quantum mysticism, right? There's a hypothetical hypothetical perfect
So
reality.
okay, now let me ask you this. So if I find ancient literature that lines up with that hypothetical, what then will you do?
You will not find a single. You will not find a single ancient literature that lines up with quantum physics, because you will not find a single literature that talks about a Hobbes field. You won't
I ain't
find
got to.
single. You
You-
won't
so, no,
find
but
single
this is what
literature
you're doing.
that talks about the Hobbes particle.
Okay,
You
that's
won't
true.
find a single literature that talks about Hobbes particle
But this is
giving
what you're doing.
mass to the entire universe.
That's true. But what you're doing is you're going into quantum science and putting names on stuff when I don't have to do that to show you that. I'm gonna show you though. We gonna see, man. Yeah, we gonna see. You gonna think I'm glad you I hope, man. Yeah, we gonna see. Yeah, we gonna see, man.
I mean, those are the classifications for what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's true.
But
you don't have
that's
to-
why I said, if you're talking about quantum mysticism, which is when you're tying in spirituality with quantum physics, that's a different conversation. But if we're talking just about quantum physics alone from a physics standpoint, nah, you're not gonna show me that.
All right, yeah, that's true. That's true in a sense. That's true. But you know what? But you know what I'm talking about, because we dealing with parallel universes, right? That's
Well, parallel universes is quantum mysticism, because quantum physics doesn't claim for parallel universes, but quantum mysticism theorizes that there could be parallel universes. No physicist says for the majority that yes, there are parallel universes.
Nah, yeah. Which ones? You familiar with TED Talk, right?
What I'm saying is the majority of the physicist community looks at parallel universes as pseudoscience.
Yeah, but those are
not accepted by
those are broke ass. Them broke ass physicists. They ain't getting no PT with TED talking Bill Gates. That's why. The hell. Nah, man.
Nah, bro, yo, like I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I enjoy conversations with you, and this is gonna be a great debate. Yo, like how old are you, brother? By the way, how old are you?
I'm 30.
30, yeah. Like we in the same generation. I'm 27. Yeah. Like we gotta take over this conscious community shit. We the new school. Like,
nah, for real though. These old niggas have been sitting down on the same couch.
Y'all hear me? I said that's why I put y'all together the same round, because y'all close to the same age. You know what I mean? I figured y'all be a good fit.
I don't know. I think it's gonna be good, man.
The last preliminary, it was like a big age gap, and they was kind of, they didn't really match. But hey, when you match up in a tournament, you know, you got to go with who you lined up with.
Ain't no crying.
Ain't no crying. But dude wasn't ready, man. If your topic is about the origins of humans, that means if me as a debater, I'm gonna say, well, let me go find the oldest bones in Africa and compare the oldest bones in goddamn America. I'm not gonna go look for those inventions in the 19th goddamn century to prove my point. This is what this guy's trying to do. And I kept telling him, I said, bro, why don't you do a debate on inventions then? Who got the best inventions, Africa or America?
All right, hey, let me ask one more question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wait, before you ask your question, JJ, drop the link so people can hop on.
Yeah, put the link. We got 24 in the building. K, Maret, Salim. I am Mana in the building. Sister Nandy. Let me scroll some more. But yeah, some of y'all, if y'all want to jump on, ask any of these people any questions to verify, you know, what they're going to be debating, and so you can understand what you're watching. Feel free to jump on.
Hey, do you subscribe to the Anunnaki?
Oh yeah. You said, do I subscribe to the Anunnaki, like the Anunnaki from Sumeria?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like this, or what about the Enuma Elish? How about this? You straight there. Boom.
No. So I think they were trying to describe something they experienced, just like any religion does. But no, I don't believe the events to have taken place the way they say they did.
So let me ask you, ooh, this is a good one, man. Hey, I'm
Okay.
about to get you. I'm about to get. Nah, I'm just playing. So we just messing around.
Yeah,
Right.
we having fun.
I like the spirit that both of y'all carrying. I like it.
Appreciate you, JJ.
We got somebody else
Thank
gonna ask
you,
y'all a
JJ.
question once y'all get done.
Got you. I just want to ask you, bro. So the History Channel has been dropping exclusive content on so-called UFOs and all this stuff, right? And they've been tying it back with historical evidence. You know, these people that travel the world, got money to talk to people and film these things. Now, they've been saying that now they've been dealing with the information of the aliens, is whatever they go call them or whatever, and they've been paralleling things with today. And they've been dropping content saying this. Well, the way we got to the moon was by wave of alien visitation. This is what they're saying. The History Channel has 11 million views. This is stuff they're saying. They're like, oh yeah, well man, this is how we really got there, man. You know, and they came down here and told us some stuff. Do you believe that? Now, this is why I asked. Hold on, let me tell you. Because you gotta ask. Well, why would you ask me this? Because I just brought up the enumerated list. You said
And you brought
don't
up the
believe
Anunnaki as well. Let me ask you a question about the Anunnaki. Do you believe the Anunnaki to be the Nephilim of the Old Testament?
Like the Book of Enoch kind of described? Yes, sir. What? Yeah.
So the Anunnaki. So you believe?
I believe so. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm gonna stand on that right now. It might change. That might be subject to change. But yeah, I believe so. As far as my research goes, yeah, I think so.
All right. Okay. All right. So do you believe the Sumerians to be the ancient Israelites?
Nah, I mean, yeah, some Sumerians were some ancient Israelites, but they didn't go into Samaria was that a state before Israel went over there. You feel me? So
yeah. No, I get you. I don't want to get off base with that. So let me answer your question about the History Channel.
Gotcha.
So do I agree with them? No. Do I acknowledge a lot of people tune in? Like you said, they get millions of views, they get billions of dollars. And but it's the same way. Right now, the flat Earth community gets millions of views and gets all this money. Look at how successful Brother Sanchez is. And you just said right that in the alien community they talk about how they got to the moon with alien technology, right? But you have people that millions of people that subscribe to the moon landing being completely fake. Like
that's true.
Everybody in the flat Earth community thinks NASA is staged. That it was shot in Hollywood and it was all fabricated.
Can I speak to this though? The difference is this is the war. This is the United States of America sealed History Channel though. They saying this like the government is crediting this, and the Pentagon themselves has said there's a mothership right now hovering above Earth waiting to make visitation. Yeah.
Do you have the source for that?
Yeah, I do got a source for that.
And while he can pull up his source, let's go.
Man, hold on, man. Pulling up no source. I don't even know.
Oh, okay.
Okay, no problem.
I will get that though. I could get that stuff later on. I'll tie that into perfection somehow. But just to make it
no problem. Yeah.
Hey, listen, we got two other people on the panel. We got Queen Sister Noble in the building, and then Renegade Jay. He was here first, Queen. So we're gonna let the brother ask the question first.
All right, what's good, y'all? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, peace, bro.
Yes.
What's good, JJ? What's good, Truist and homie? I don't know your name, but what's good to you too, bro?
Peace, Jay.
Shabar the Z.
The bar was popping. Yo, so Truist, you my dog, bro. You my dog. And I liked your performance that you just put on the preliminaries, but I'm gonna keep it real. If homie is sharp and he listened to what you said, you gotta be very careful, bro. And I don't know if I want to say it on here.
Mm-hmm.
Me and you could build later, but we gotta tune some things up maybe with the argument.
Man, boy, hey, your dog's seeing some chinks in your armor. You better tighten it up when you come to the.
Nah, that's good though. That's love, man. That's a performance. That's a
Ain't nothing wrong
performance
with
of
that.
perfection right there.
That's right.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just throw a little something. I ain't gonna give it away, but
Throw a little out there, if you mean, so
Truist,
you know, ain't nothing wrong with it, man.
when
It's educational purposes.
all
Go
right,
ahead.
I'm gonna still look out for you, Truist. I'm not gonna give it away, and he might not even
No,
think
no,
of
no, no,
it.
no. Hold on, Jay. Don't hold back. Give it away. Say it.
Oh, he said don't hold back.
Because
All right,
I want
but
to.
Truist,
I have thoroughly prepared myself to
okay,
answer any angle anyone comes from. So please.
all right. Yeah, but I don't know if I want to do it on here. But you know, I could play devil's advocate because
Yeah, play
I'm in
that.
the
You
middle.
can do me too.
All right, so when we look at the definition that you provided from the Oxford, right, when you brought
Mhm,
it up, when you Googled it, right, of reality,
mhm.
it says the world or the state of things as they actually exist, opposed to an idealistic or notional idea of them. And
Right.
I'm not trying to challenge you, bro, but I'm just, you know, I'm just throwing out a counter argument. If
Right.
you look at reality as it actually exists and as it actually is, it is, aside from this ideal that you kind of provided in your example of a heart never stopping and always beating because that's what perfection is, we have to actually recognize that within our reality, the example you provided would never happen. So if we're examining our reality as it is, all the defects is a part of reality as it is. And that's what makes it perfect. It's functioning perfectly as it is designed to, as it always has, and as it always will. So that's just the way I look at it, just to
That's
flip
what I
a
was
bit.
trying to.
So
When I was hitting that
so
darkness, that's what I was kind of
so
trying to
so
articulate.
I'll just respond because I fully prepared for that kind of argument. So
Go in, bro.
the first thing that argument assumes is that the universe has an intelligent designer. You just mentioned how this is how the universe was designed, and the functions and things that are attributed to everything in it and what it's supposed to do, and that implies that the universe has some sort of intelligent designer, which is a completely different debate that I could have with anyone, right?
We can
But
have that in that debate,
but
though. We can have
but
that.
what's that?
I said we can have that discussion as well because now we going into predestination. If you're gonna, if we discrediting what the designer did, if he was intelligent or not.
Well, I don't want to get into creation, intelligent design versus whatever like
Gotcha, gotcha.
spontaneous whatever. But getting to the other thing you said, Jay, you mentioned how defects are a part of our reality. Therefore, it makes it perfect for this reality. So when we're talking about perfection, again, when you pull up any definition of perfection, or when you look at words that are synonyms to perfection, flawless, complete, something that does not need any that has all of the required elements, right? That all these things apply to something that's perfect or perfection in general. If you have a defect, to say that a defect makes something perfect is a complete oxymoron. Those two things cannot coexist.
But
You can't.
here's the difference, bro. Because the mistake that I believe you're making is you're separating perfect from reality. These two words in the title go together. They have their independent definitions, but once you conjoin them, now you have to examine it from a new perspective because now they're together. So it's perfect reality, or can reality?
No, Jay. You see, that's the problem. The title of the debate, and we're not going to change the title of the debate because it's locked in. But the title of the debate has the word separate because there's a word in between them. Be. It says, can reality be perfect? It doesn't say is it doesn't say are we living in a perfect reality,
Okay.
or
Okay.
can there be can is there a possibility for a perfect reality? That's not
I'm
how
just
it's
glad I'm not judging.
that's not
Look,
hold,
it's yours.
hold.
I'm just glad I'm not judging this
he
because
he
this
he
is
he he
yeah.
he
Go
he,
ahead.
he asked me a question. So in the title we agreed to that's locked in, reality and perfect are separate. You have that word be in between it. And what be represents is a verb for something to behave as the other thing, right? So I agree with you. If this was worded,
Nah, you got it. Nah, you don't even gotta say no more. That's
yeah,
why you're my dog, because you sharp.
But what you did was you put yourself in the corner, because now what you got to admit is this. Well, I believe in perfection. I just don't believe reality can be perfect just subject to the title alone.
When did I say I believe in perfection? I never said that.
Well, you're gonna have to say that. But
why?
When I put
Tell
you in the
me why.
corner, look,
Tell me why I
I'm
would have
gonna
to say
tell
that.
you. I'm gonna tell you. Look, I'm gonna tell you when we in the debate and you
Okay,
say it. I'm gonna make you yield to that point because you already have tonight. Like for an example, watch this. Watch this. Right now, is perfection a consciousness?
No. So it. Oh man, and damn, I'm giving you another part of my philosophical argument. So I believe that the fact that we don't have a shared consciousness, right? The fact that every part of existence doesn't have a unified consciousness is a flaw in the universe. That in itself is a flaw because it creates individualism. And individualism, free action, and free will are the causes of conflict. Your Bible even teaches you this.
Does the Bible
Sin enters the world due to individualism and free will.
Does the Bible talk about a unified consciousness?
You said, does the Bible talk about a unified consciousness?
Yeah.
It speaks to a specific group of people having a unified consciousness, but it does not talk about a universal unified consciousness.
It doesn't.
Even in the last. Wait, what's that?
What do you mean by that? What do you mean? Don't talk about a universal unified consciousness. What do you mean by that?
So the Bible is a very earthly, human focused book, and it's a very Israelite focused book. So when we're talking from a biblical perspective, you have to understand we're talking Israelite politics. So it's very focused on a specific region. It's focused on a specific people. It's focused mainly on humans and earthly politics when the earth in the grand scheme of things is a small speck of the universe, which is immeasurable in scope. So when we're talking about a unified consciousness, I'm not just talking about on an earthly level, I'm talking on a celestial level throughout the entire universe. But again, like, bro, like, you're making me give too much. Like, Sister Noble, please ask me a question.
Yo, Truth, I just want to respond to you. Then I'm gonna jump off. I'm gonna get out.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Maybe we could build after, but the I see this debate where it's gonna end up going, and I love the way you broke down the question, bro. I really do. This debate is gonna lead into like a belief in a God that's responsible for our reality, and if that God has the ability to alter it. Because now we're asking, can reality be perfect? So, like you said, what I said implied that there was a designer that was responsible for our reality. So now, since we're talking about possibility, when we use the word can, now I think this debate is going to lead into who's responsible for our reality and can they perfect it. But that's all I got to say. I'm out of here. Truist, holla at me, bro. Peace, JJ.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably go live. I'm gonna probably go live after this, Jay.
I bet. Hit me.
I'm gonna hit you.
Yeah, man. So I see it getting good.
Man. This is the type of shit that make the people think. This is what make the people think. You doing a great job too. Like, I respect it.
Yeah, man. That's why I say it's gonna turn into predestination a little bit. If what he's saying is true, and it's gonna turn into who responsible for it, in a sense, because we know who the God of Israel literally took it and said he's responsible for it. So, yeah, man.
Well, I mean, hey, man. Like I said, you could use whatever it is you want to use. I'm gonna use multiple things, but we definitely gonna we definitely going to get into the Bible in the debate.
So let me get, so one thing's established. We going on the 21st. We haven't got the time yet. And another thing, you guys both agree that everybody's reality is the same. Is that what y'all saying in this debate?
That's what I'm saying.
Shabar's not saying that, right? Shabar, you're not saying that, are you?
Yeah, physically, and not everybody reality is the same. Like, it's subject to change. You know what I'm saying? So, for an example, you born in this reality, and then you can be born again, which means now this matrix isn't the same to you anymore. So that's your reality isn't the same. So, for an example, just give a quick example. To somebody sick as hell and got cancer. To somebody in Christ consciousness is healing and sees a well set up upright person, and that's because of what they already see in them. This person that has a certain position in reality don't see with the kingdom that says the reality that you should have with that side of you sees. They don't see that. So that's the difference between somebody getting up out of a wheelchair that's encountering somebody with Christ consciousness versus somebody that don't have that reality.
So in what he just said, JJ, he doesn't even realize how the only difference that he's pointing out is how the two people are perceiving reality. There is no difference in reality from person to person. The only difference is how you are perceiving reality versus how I'm perceiving reality. It's the whole is I know there's nothing in this cup right now, but let's say this cup was to here with water. It's the whole is the cup half full or half empty argument, right? One person's reality will say the cup is half full. One person's perception is going to say the cup is half full. The other person's perception is going to say the cup is half empty. When in reality, when in reality, the cup just has some fucking water in it. Like, and that's the thing here. Reality is not up for debate. It's not subjective. It's completely objective. We all have to deal with, face, and live in reality. That's why they say, like, you got to face reality.
All right, watch this. So the reality is this: stand up and walk. So the reality was you was lame, you couldn't walk, you was limping. Was the reality of perfection then manifest when somebody said stand up and walk, and you walked and you wasn't healed or disinfected anymore?
No, again, that would not be perfection. That would be correction. That would be correction or progression, because let's just say it's God who did that for you. Let's say God fixed your ailment right there on the spot. Right. That is God making a correction to his own creation.
Wait a second. He's making correct. Wait a second. He's making correction in time.
According to the Bible, God is making corrections all throughout the world.
You'll have to show that. But so you said that God, wait, I got you. But listen to the question. Listen to the question. So you believe that God is making corrections in time?
What do you mean by in time?
Right, exactly. So in this reality is fixed, meaning in time you can fast forward and rewind. It's already done and complete. But you believe that God is coming back to something that's done complete, meaning the end. You can see the end of this reality and the beginning, but God is coming back to this reality to change it.
So I'm saying, and again, like I don't believe in God, right? But if we're going with the working definition of God, the God in the Bible, yes, because God said He's omnipresent according to the Bible. He exists in the past, present, and the future, and He has control over all of it, and He knows all of it. He can see everything all at once, control everything all at once, and He's present everywhere all at once. So yes, He can do whatever the fuck He wants to do.
But is He? Yes. So in time. So look at what you said. You said so in time, He's not perfecting things, but He's just fixing things He created.
He's correcting. I'm gonna give you an example. A perfect example of what you're saying is prophecy. Prophecy. Literally prophecy is a apostle or some sort of prophet, right?
Mhm.
That's having a vision of what God is tweaking or what he's going to do before it even happens. So that's a clear example of for you seeing God making alterations
What?
in time, like, but not like he's changing shit, not in the present, but in the future. And this prophet is getting a vision of it. The whole book of Revelations is a vision. The entire book of Revelations is a prophecy.
Right. So God telling you what he's going to do is him actually. So when God comes tells you what he's gonna do, will he jumped in the time machine and fixed it so it can be right? Or was it already set up? So because if it was already set up and fixed, he's not fixing anything because he set it up for him to be able to tell you.
Well, we know through scripture that God he's fixing and he's correcting because God straight up mentions how he is disappointed or how he grieves or how he repents that he's doing certain things. And the biggest example of this is the flood. The flood, the purpose of the flood was him correcting and washing away the evil within the world. He sent the flood to wash all of the evil out of the world.
Because he didn't know. Because he didn't. So basically, this all time big time God, he had his back turned around. He was like, oh hell no, nah, and had to come flood the world. That's what you're saying.
Literally in the verses
that he had to come fix something. Huh?
Literally in the verses before the flood happens,
Mm-hmm.
It literally states that God repented that he made man.
Uh-huh.
What does that mean? What does it mean when it says he repented that he made man? It means
right. Man, we've been on for. I ain't trying to cut y'all. I know y'all enjoying the bill. Sister Noah didn't get to answer her question because she come up, ask her question, and anybody else don't have a question. I don't want y'all to give away all your meat and potatoes, man. You know, this is supposed to be an appetizer. You sharing too much.
You know, we're just going off the top of the head.
Yeah, I know. Oh, there goes Sister Noah. She asked them questions to make you think. Go ahead, Queen. Unmute your mic. Okay. Well, we got Ref Fire. Did you have a question? Was because she get her technical difficulties figured out?
No, I'm just.
I was trying to show an article. I don't have any questions. I wanted to show an article because shit.
Did you make a comment about anything? You know?
Okay, I got it. No, I mean, you guys are very long-winded. Some of y'all should have been ministers of the gospel because I'm going to tell y'all long-winded folks. I'm just going to be honest. I'm sorry. I'm not lying when I say that. I'm dead serious, and I'm not trying to be funny, but I just wanted to share an article. That's all. I didn't have a question. You know, I didn't have a question. I just wanted to show an article because I made a statement in the chat room earlier about how you are clinically dead when the brain stops functioning. And somebody corrected me saying, well, you're actually dead when the heart stops. And that's true too. That's true. You know, but I just wanted to, show this article. I don't even know if I could pull it up.
Share your screen. Yeah.
Hold on. That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, take your time.
Because somebody was so quick to correct me, like I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. So I just went and found an article. That's what I did. Let me see.
It's a family show.
I understand. Okay. I'm going to share this article. How death is explained and diagnosed. And let me share it. Okay.
Is there someone on this panel or in the audience that said you did?
Yeah, because I made a statement in the chat room earlier. I said, well, you're actually clinically dead when the brain has stopped functioning. And somebody corrected me.
The tournament, see?
That the heart actually is anyway. It doesn't matter. How brain death is diagnosed. Okay, this is just an article I found, death by neurologic criteria. Brain death is a clinical and legal definition of death. Brain death is a clinical and legal definition of death. Sometimes when a person is declared brain dead, their heart may still beat. Their heart may still be beating, their chest may rise and fall with every breath from the ventilator. The skin might be warm, and a person who is brain dead may appear to be resting. These physical functions may be present in a person who is brain dead because the physical damage is actually hidden in the brain rather than visible on the body. Okay, that's all I wanted to share. You know, just to prove a point. That's it.
So wait, before you go, hold it. Don't leave. Now we love you over here. You know, you part of the Lions Den family. So if everything is out of love, so go ahead.
I get it.
So please allow me to respond because I'm the one who made the statement.
I think you're the long-winded one.
Okay.
Yeah, I know I'm the long-winded one. Look.
I thought she was talking about
Ain't no shame in my game. And sister, I'm sorry if I offended you. I apologize. I truthfully apologize. I didn't mean to offend you.
Gentlemen.
These
newer debaters, they see this. This is what we bring to the table. These ones that got manners, you know, like Shabar and like the Truth, and everybody that we compiled got good character.
Especially black women. Y'all got my utmost respect. I was raised by a black woman. I will never disrespect or mean to offend you. But let me just share my screen real fast.
Right. He got his name from a woman and his game from a woman.
So,
you know, from Tupac. Yeah, share your screen, brother.
All right.
And then after that, we're gonna have to wrap it up. You know.
I'm just gonna read 3 articles from medical sources. All right, real fast.
So this one is from. Want to come up.
So this one is from News Medical Life Sciences. Like I mentioned earlier, right? Yeah, we know the brain function doesn't stop, right? And when your brain stops working, I mentioned how that's called a brain death, right? But here in News Medical, it clearly says that according to Dr. Sam Perina, death is defined as the time when the heart has stopped beating. The blood from the heart then fails to reach the brain to sustain it. This means all the reflexes of the base of the brain, including the gag reflex or pupil reflex in the eyes, are all lost almost instantaneously.
Yes.
From one. Let me go to a second source real fast. This is going to be real fast. This is from livescience.com. Clinically dead, the blurred line between life and death, right? Okay. So down here it says, what is death? Despite its frequent use, the term clinical death doesn't actually have a consistent meaning, said Dr. James Bernat, a neurologist at Dartmouth College's Jinsel School of Medicine in New Hampshire. In most hospitals, the doctor in the charge of a patient's care makes the death determination, and there aren't universal guidelines when to make the call, he said. He said, you're dead when your doctor says you're dead. Until the 1950s, death was considered to be the point when any of the vital functions, heartbeat, electrical brain activity, or respiration cease. Once one part of the system failed, then others would soon shut down as well. The reasoning went, right? Okay. Next, clinical death, right? This is from bionitty.com. Clinical death is the popular term for cessation of blood circulation and breathing. It occurs when the heart stops beating in a regular rhythm, a condition called cardiac arrest. The term is also sometimes used in resuscitation research. So just most, and look, like as the article from Live Science I just read said, some doctors, like, they'll use their own discretion, right? Like, some doctors will wait till your brain completely shuts off to say you're finally dead. Like some doctors, right? Like they'll let your heart stop beating, but if your brain is still functioning, they'll wait till your brain completely shuts off to say you're dead. But in the scientific community, for the most part, across the board, most doctors consider you dead when your heart stops beating.
So yeah, so these I see these are two contradictory articles. The ones you had and the ones I read. Okay, but it's all good. But okay, so when the heart stops, if the brain is still functioning, which it won't be for very long once the heart stops, that means the person is still aware. That means the person, even though the heart has stopped, that means the person, because the brain activity is still there, is still aware of his or her surroundings, even though their eyes might be closed. But I feel like they're still aware if that brain activity is still occurring. True? Do you agree with that or not?
So unfortunately, we wouldn't have a way to like measure that or observe that
Okay.
unless you
Okay.
unless you personally experience. But what I will say to your point, what I would imagine it being similar to is being in like a dream state.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
like when
Yeah.
you sleep, right?
Yes.
Sleep is the cousin of death because when you're asleep, your brain, your body starts to slow down all of its functions. Like your
Yes.
brain activity slows down, your heartbeat slows down,
Yes.
everything slows down. So it's not like death where it's completely shut off, but it's the
Mm-hmm.
closest thing to it without possibly being dead. And
Exactly.
when you're in a dream, when you are sleeping, right? Depending on how much brain activity your brain is having in this state, that's what causes you to dream.
Okay.
Dreams happen when the rest of your body has slowed down as you're sleeping, but your brain, for whatever reason, is still
It's
active.
still active. Yes.
So you begin to dream.
Yes.
So what you're speaking about, where someone's heart is like completely out of commission, but their
Mm-hmm.
brain is still active until it loses all of the blood flow,
Exactly.
it
Exactly.
it possibly could be like a dream-like state. I'm not arguing against that. It's just it's difficult to know for sure
Okay.
because unless you like personally experience that, then I don't know. I don't know if we can
Well,
qualify that.
I agree. Actually, I agree with you. I really do because
I see.
I know somebody. Yes, I know somebody who was put under anesthesia, right? And he said that at some point he was completely out. Okay, there was no dreaming, no nothing. But when he was coming out of the anesthesia, he said that he was somewhere on a beach, right? And he was on a cloud, like just chilling on a cloud. That's what he said because he was coming out of the anesthesia, so he was in a dreamlike state. Okay, so I actually agree with what you're saying. Now that I think about it, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
All right. So I'm
Yeah.
glad you guys got to speak and
Yeah.
patch up the differences you had in the audience. See,
Yeah.
that's all right. That's good.
Yeah, again, I'm sorry if I offended you, sister.
No.
I didn't mean to.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
So let's go ahead
All
and
right.
spin off for an hour. Go ahead, sister. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I'm gonna drop down because I actually came in the door about 20 minutes ago. So
All
I'm
right.
gonna drop down. Okay.
We appreciate you. You can come up here anytime. You can do a presentation, debate, and whatever you want to do. We consider this, this your home. Everybody on the panel. This platform is built to get out high level information. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes you want to end the show, but if people bringing out that information, I like to keep it flowing. So,
Okay.
but we're gonna go ahead and this was a great preliminary. The debate will be on the 21st. We'll figure out the time behind the scene.
Right.
We'll have a flyer for it. So stay tuned for Can Reality Be Perfect? Starring the Truest and versus Shabar the Zealot. I don't know if you hear Sister Noble when the brother was on here. He was the brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just left. Them two brothers around the same age. That's why I thought it would be a good matchup. And and plus they got along good behind the scenes. And see, after this tournament, it's not just gonna be, the Universal Debate League will be a spot where we can do other presentations and discussions, panel discussion, and things of that nature. So it's not just a debate league. Just like, you come to the Lions Den, the Universal Debate League, Black Jesus Ministry, and LV Clubhouse, YouTube Streets.
I'm slowly but surely, getting to the debating spirit.
I see.
I had to do some transforming, but I'm almost there. There. I just, I had to do some transforming because, when you start debating, you can't be got doggone laid back and all that kind of stuff. You can't be, having some reserves in nature and all that. You got to be very assertive and aggressive when you're out here debating. So I'm slowly but surely getting into the debating spirit. Okay, so I'll let y'all know. I'll let y'all know when I'm ready.
Hey, listen, when you debate people like Tazariak or Black Jesus Minister or somebody with wild antics like Judah Nazareth, or
y'all gonna throw me to the wolves.
These people,
y'all gonna throw me to the wolves like that.
I'm just telling you, they all, you got to study each of them different. You got to know what points to tick them off. You got to know. We know when they're going to could eventually rant. I study.
Man, you gonna get me pounced on by them doggone people.
Hey,
stop playing.
Hey, then some of the sisters ain't no jokes. They got their own little tricks.
Yeah, true.
Like Natalia, she may seem nice and sweet, but she be insulting the hell out of you.
Yeah, I know. She sure do.
But they didn't get mad at that, but they got mad at Black Jesus saying nigga nuts. Now, if the debater, your opponent says this, it shouldn't bother.
Yeah, I heard Black Jesus Minister today going in. I said, "Oh my God!"
He
was going in.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yes,
anyway, man, great preliminary. Thank you, Sister Noble. Everybody, y'all please share this video. Get the word out. January. Excuse me.
Yeah, I actually I simulcasted this live stream.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody under the sound of my voice, whether you disliked what I said, like what I said, if you found it informative in any way, please
put your link in the chat
to my YouTube channel. I just posted it in the chat.
Yeah, you have it.
Rational Talk TV. I'm a rationalist, so I talk about everything that deals with logic and reasoning.
Yeah.
Follow my page over there and like, share, and subscribe. And I hope to crush this tournament. I'm trying to get that $700. They call me Roman Reigns.
I mean, the answer you gave me, I don't think you're gonna be doing too bad. I can tell you that. The answer you convinced me, based on what you said. So
you came in cussing them out, and you praising them. See, ain't God good? Want to do you right?
Yeah.
Put us off on time.
All right,
Anyway,
you guys. I'm gonna go.
Hey, we gonna get up out of here. Karima, can we get up out of here with one of the songs? Hey, I love y'all, man. This was how the preliminary is supposed to go. I apologize for the early festivities. The young man was in his first debate, so he might have been like a fish out of water,
Yeah.
But he had a couple people in the audience supporting him. I don't know why he went left on me, man. All I was trying to do was,
Lord,
we're gonna be talking about human origins. We can't be talking about the cotton gin.
Oh.
Yeah, that's where he went to Snow.
Oh my
so I said,
goodness.
well, we talk about inventions. Come on. So in this,
he was talking about the cotton gin. Oh Lord.
Okay. I swear, they some country. That community. That Aboriginal community is a bunch of country bumpkin ass niggas. I hope I run into one of them.
That's my.
I hope I run into one of them.
I like the native. I like Top Cat in this community, and there's some Aboriginals that everybody don't act like that. So, cause see, y'all say with these Hebrews, I don't act like Shakazah. Don't put me on that. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna treat each person individually. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With that being said, man, hey, I look forward to this debate. Both of these brothers is sharp, and they're using their mind, making you think. Now I gotta go sit here and study. Is reality perfect? Yeah,
I mean,
come up with the pros and cons for it. Like if this is my debate, this is what I would say.
I don't think reality is perfect. No, there's no perfection in reality. It's always some flaws, some curveballs thrown in somewhere, So I mean, honestly, yeah.
Okay, so see me, when I looked up that definition, I said, okay, well, reality is something that I experienced.
Okay.
Yeah. See, my reality ain't the same. I rolled and hit my head out to the bed this morning. That was my reality when I woke up. Your reality, you had sweet dreams and you woke up and your back didn't hurt. We don't have the same reality.
JJ, you actually hit your head. You rolled out of bed this morning, hit your head.
Well, I'm just saying that probably when I was a baby.
Oh, okay.
It happens. You know what I'm saying? But me, that's how. See, this is tough, man.
Let me ask you a question, JJ.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
I'm not
trying to mess you up. I'm just
imagine this. In that same reality, right? You rolled out of bed and hit your head this morning, right? Let's say because you rolled out of bed and hit your head, you was not able to go to work that day, right? Would your boss not have to deal with the effects of what happened to you that morning?
You know what? It depends on the worker too, because they might be like, oh man, great, man. The slacker ain't coming today. We don't have to carry his weight.
Oh, right, right.
Or it could be like,
but what happens?
So my absence, hold on. My absence could make his reality a little bit more perfect because the slacker didn't show up for work today, ladies and gentlemen. See, I know how to argue these little points and stuff.
Right, but whether it made his day better or worse, right? His reality was affected by what happened to you, right?
You trying to say we all have the same reality? I don't
exactly. There's no way around it.
No. I ain't trying to debate you, but that definition I pulled up. Let me show you. Let me read it to you one more time, man. All right, it's a thing, reality, a thing that actually experienced or seen. So this is something that I experienced. My reality is something I experienced or seen, right? Not yours. You didn't see or experience what I experienced. That was the best sex of my life. It was perfect. You wouldn't know if it was perfect or not because you wasn't there. You didn't get the feeling that I got.
Yeah.
You see? So how can that reality that I had that I say is perfect to me be the same as yours? Go ahead.
The reason why that reality would be the same as mine is because what you did, everything that every person does can have a ripple effect on another person's life.
Oh, stop right there.
So
if I'm having a perfect reality, listen, y'all. Yeah. If I'm having a perfect reality, that's gonna be a ripple effect, and you should have a perfect reality too.
No,
we are all interconnected. We really are, because whatever
reality don't affect y'all.
So here's the thing. Hypothetically, and this is what I'm saying, a perfect reality is hypothetical. You can't show me one. But hypothetically, what you're saying would be true. But the fact that reality isn't perfect is proof that it never was perfect.
All right,
and the fact that it never was perfect.
You win.
Because he makes sense. The truth is making a lot of sense right now. So yeah, he wins. You're right about that.
I'm gonna let them think they won. Well, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know who really won. Hey, they won. All right. So with that being said, we're gonna end the show. I thank y'all, man. I love y'all.
All right.
The tournament gonna be good, man.
Yeah, he gonna kill it. I think the truth's gonna kill it. I really do. I don't know now, bro.
He sure changed you. He changed you in a couple of minutes. So
I'm just saying, yeah.
Right. All right. Anybody with last words? And then we can get up out of here. Rafael, you got anything to say? He might be chilling.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
No, I'm just enjoying this preliminary.
I know you wish yours was like this.
Yeah, man. My man, the refrigerator man.
Yeah.
But see, when you know better, you do better. So I got to make sure this wasn't gonna go that way. Nah. See, no.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So, Sister Noble,
who are you debating? The truest. Who are you debating?
Oh, good. Shabar the Zealot.
Brother Shabar the Zealot.
As a matter of fact, let me tell y'all the lineups real quick. I'm glad you reminded me for the new people who didn't hear what's going on at the Ultimate Debate League. It's three platforms to come together. The Lions Den, Black Jesus Ministry, all one word. Black Jesus Ministry, all one word. And also, we got LV Clubhouse YouTube Street. Subscribe to all three of those channels. The best way to find this channel, because you know there's a lot of Lions Den, you got to type in JJ7000. It's going to lead you to that little lion symbol you see over there to the right of your screen. Mm-hmm. That's how you. My name is connected to this, you know, because it just is. It's in the algorithm. JJ7000. That's the fastest way to find this channel. But if you want to find it the other way, Lions Den, you know, it's gonna take us a while to get in the algorithm. Like we wasn't there like that, but now it's you know how they shut you down for a minute,
yeah,
build your momentum back up and all that.
Yeah, yeah,
so, yeah. You know, Sister Nova.
I always have you like a backup channel because YouTube is tripping right now.
Yeah.
So
you're right. All right, Sister Nova, go ahead and get your last name. I hope Kareem is still around, so she calls.
I mean, I just want to know, like, is it like, okay, it's 10 minutes the first round, 10 minutes the first round, right? And you get 2 minutes of rebuttal after that.
No, they go they got 3 10-minute rounds.
Okay.
But at the each round, they get 3 minutes to rebuttal each round.
Okay, so got it.
Yep, and then they get 3 questions apiece after the 3 rounds. You get a 5-minute opening, three 10-minute rounds, and then you get your rebuttals, and then you get your 3 questions. You get 2 minutes to answer the question at the max.
Okay.
And then we let them close out for 3 minutes, and then we go to the judge.
Okay. All right.
Go to the judge.
Well, I'll let you know. I just gotta do some more transforming. I'll let you know.
All right. Well, like I say, we actually one person he got fired today, so we got one spot open. Yeah, he cussed out the whole panel, and he cussed that man. Try to make this man believe stuff that he didn't say, and was debating a topic that's not the title. And I'm trying to tell him, bro, we need a clear-cut title. If the title says did humans originate in Africa or America, me as a debater, I'm not going to start off my first round talking about the cotton gin in 1837.
That's a good question. Did humans originate in Africa or America?
But he wants to use inventions used in the 19th century.
I see.
That don't make no goddamn sense.
Oh my God.
Quick question, JJ. The winner of my debate with Shabar, who does the winner of our debate face the winner of who's in the other side of our bracket?
Let me get to that. Yeah. Keep talking while I pull it up, y'all.
But like I'm really looking forward to this. Like, win or lose. Obviously, I think I'm gonna win. I think I'm gonna win the whole thing. But no matter what happens, I love this. I love this type of stuff. I do this to learn. I'm a student first. I'm always a student. I'm a forever student. I will always be a student. But this is definitely for sport and for fun. I love it.
Yeah. Let me see. Y'all keep talking. I gotta find it.
Yeah, like this is gonna be my first real debate on YouTube, at least. I had, like I said at the beginning of this show, I had that preliminary discussion with Anu Kakarat about God is light here on
Call him out while you got time if you want to. Tell him what you think you did to him. What do you think he performed well that day, or do you think you outperformed? While I got time, go ahead.
So I'm a play nice.
I know if you're listening, he's calling you out. Go ahead, man.
I'm a play nice because, to be fair, if you recall, JJ, the original date for our debate, I couldn't make. I had things happen.
You didn't show up.
Yeah, I couldn't
it
make.
It wasn't on him then. That's right. It wasn't on him.
The original date for it, right? I had some things happening in my life, but
yeah, I hear you.
The preliminary that happened after that,
That was
right?
good preliminary. That was a lot of people. Yeah, talking about that preliminary.
We both showed up. We both showed out.
Yeah.
And hey, just look at how everyone in the audience responded.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 And then even after that, when he went up on Sonetter's platform with Dr. Inky, I beat the shit out of Dr. Inky too. So because he was trying to hop on the God is light thing. But
I mean, it's in the Bible that God is light.
But it's also in the Bible that God is darkness. God is the light and the dark. And honestly, it doesn't even say that he is light. It says God created the light.
Okay,
It says God created the darkness. So he can't be something he created. He created it. So that's where they mess up all the time. Everything you see in creation comes from God. According to the Bible. So and then from a scientific standpoint, light is created by electrons. So
Okay, I'm still trying to find this.
But so this will be my first real debate. I had that prelim with Anu Kakarot, and then I also had a preliminary discussion with Gideon Israel.
Oh yeah, I remember that
on Lex Vortex's channel.
Okay.
That discussion was about whether or not the Israelites are indigenous Black African people, because he believes that Israelites are indigenous Africans. So we had a preliminary discussion on that. I think we still are going to debate that at some point, but it's going to have to wait till this tournament is done, because I'm dedicating my time completely to this. I told my girlfriend, like, yo, like, babe, like, I gotta get this money.
Get this money, man.
You gotta get this money. Like,
all right, here, I got the line up. Let me see what we got going here, man. See, I like the attitude that you're carrying into this. You want to come out and say, I'm whooping everybody. I'm being no disrespect, but I'm the best. So okay. In this bracket here, where you say, okay, you want me to name everybody, or you want me to just go to you? Let me see where you at.
Yeah, I just wanted to know who the winner of our debate faces in the next round. The winner of who?
Where you at? Okay, here we go. Oh, woo! Man. Boy, yeah, hey. Woo! Man. Hey. The winner of the truest and wait a minute, yeah. Well, Shabar, wait, you might be on this other side of this bracket. Yeah, I think we moved you over here. Yeah, we did. Okay, yeah. Boy, you was in the woo. Oh, you still in the Hey, listen, man. Either way it go, all right. So the winner of your match will face the winner of Yara, Elder Yara, and the brother Andrew, the student. If you'd have been over here on the other side, you would have faced the winner when we had you at first. If we had you over here at first, you would have been facing the winner of Professor Mack, between Yasha Ben Israel and Professor Mack.
I don't know Professor Mack, and I don't know Andrew the student, but I'm familiar with Yasha Ben Israel and Elder Yara.
Yeah. So let me go ahead. In the first, because the bracket is set up like this. I wish I could share it on the screen. Okay, so it's 16 on one side, and then it's 16 on the other side, right?
Right.
So then, it's like the Final Four. You know what I'm saying? The NCAA's. You got 4 on here. You see the 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So the winner of that match move, and then winner of that match move. So it'll be 8 matches, just like the Final Four. The 6. You found the NCAA tournament?
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's how the bracket's set up.
Right.
Okay, so
seedings and stuff. Yeah, seedings.
Well, we got we really ain't got y'all seeded. We kind of got like Israelite versus Christian, in the first round, kind of matched up, and atheists versus. You don't want to put 2 atheists in the first round against each other. You see what I'm saying? Right. Cancel each other out. We didn't want to put 2 women. We only got 4 women, so we got the women spread out on all 4 sides of the goddamn bracket. You know what I'm saying? Because we thin this year on women. Hopefully next year we have 16 women up in here. Because a lot of these guys.
I'm not going to hold you. I'm not going to hold you. If I don't win this tournament, the one person I think that could, I'm kind of like, damn, like I don't want to see them. I don't want to see them. It's Christine and Nick. Christine and Nick, I don't know.
We're hearing good things about her.
Christine and Nick is a beast. I'm not gonna lie.
Sister Carla, I told you, there's some tough women here. I told Nepal. I've been reaching out to Sister. I forgot her name. I've been reaching out. I'll just put it like that.
Mm-hmm.
But here we go.
I think when this is over and everyone sees how well it went, you're gonna have so many people wanting to do it the next time.
No, we're gonna set up for next year. But what I'm saying, it's gonna be some rivalries. We're gonna have other debates going. We're still gonna be keeping it going.
Mm-hmm.
We're still gonna be going to everybody's different platforms. That's the whole thing, is the network. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
All right. So in the first 4 bracket right here, we got Zadok, the hip hop. What did he say? This black Jesus me. Zadok, the hip hop something. Versus Lord Sauron. I never see some of these people are from
Clubhouse.
Yeah. So that's what we want to do. Because some of them, they argue good over there, but are you going to be able to put a PowerPoint together and do it in a formal debate? So a lot of these debaters over there on Clubhouse is coming this way. And then, I'm starting to go over there and recruit stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So and that bracket will be Aaron Yahudin versus Pro Izzo Don 1.
I know this might sound like a stupid idea, but maybe like next time going around with it, y'all could try to come up with like for the Clubhouse people, like home court advantage, where like if you got home court advantage, the debate could take place on Clubhouse. You see what I mean? Like, because people do be debating on Clubhouse.
Right.
So like it would be cool if like a Bullet Scotty is like, yo, like you gotta debate me on Clubhouse. Like
well here's the thing. Like if Bullet Scotty, if he's still in the tournament, we don't have a problem. We don't have to do the debates on here. If we want to go over to his platform, if he got a nice follow, we'll go over there. We'll generate everybody over there. But then we'll generate people here. We want to transfer the, the audience all over. You know what I mean? We want to share everybody's resources. That's why everybody got a wrench. The wrench ain't for to be, I'm gonna kick somebody out. The wrench for you to share sources, references, and your page where people can find you. That's what I give. That's what we give them out for. All right. So we got to wrap this up. We've been on for 2 hours. We got Asar MK versus Ha Amayan. Okay. And then we got Professor Promac versus Yasha Ben Israel. And then we got, this is an old one. This ain't the right lineup. Because Aboriginal Power is not here anymore. Okay, so I'm going to go to the next one. I just name y'all some of the matches because I don't have the proper one, but I do know where you at, Truist. Okay, and then we got Golden Swords from Clubhouse versus Zion Warchild from the Lions Den Intercontinental Champion. Then we got Apostle Zaquan versus Santonio Wiggins. That was a 16 on one side over here. Besides the Baby Hebrew, I forget. Oh, Baby Hebrew will be going up against Takori TKO Dawson. That's how that went right there. All right. Then we got Marva the Sage, one of the sisters, going up a guy from Clubhouse named the Hunter Beast. See, we went out and got new. So ain't y'all getting tired of the same recycled debaters, the same names? We bringing some new people to the forefront, and some old, some people that's been in the game as well. Okay, we got real reverends in the tournament. We got Reverend Charles Johnson going against the esoteric Hebrew.
Wait, hold up. Is Aboriginal Power? Did he drop out?
Well, what he did, he sent this student over here to go against the brother that's on the stage with you right now. You can go back earlier if you go back and look. And the dude don't know how to debate. He don't know how to stay on topic. Then he cussed everybody out, so we threw his ass out. You gotta go, bro.
Wow.
You're not having this nonsense.
Wow, bro.
Yeah, he showed his ass.
He got on the HOK and got full of himself.
No, I never
got
seen Aboriginal
Hollywood.
Power. I'm talking about he sent this student over here to that.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Because I thought Aboriginal Power himself was supposed to be debated.
He was. He signed up, but I don't know what happened. You know how people change.
Like you get in Hollywood.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I'll send more than mine. Come on, bro. All right. So let's get back to it. So we got Reverend Charles Johnson, ladies and gentlemen, going against the esoteric Hebrew Sister April. You see what I'm saying? Then we got Ezra, the Kyrite. See, this is some kind of different type of Israelite when they get this talking about the Ezraites and Kyrites versus Yah Daryl McDay. We got Bullets Gotti going against Mr. Willie B. Price. We got Sister E going against Bosco Malik. Bosco Malik is a a primitive Freemason. So we got people from all walks of life. He's scared to tell you here Freemason. God dang on me. You see? Then we got okay, now I changed that, so I'm gonna have to fix that. Then I can't see this bottom. Then we got Yara Ben Nazareth versus Andrew the Student. I named y'all 14 debates. The other two, I don't know if the order right, so I didn't name them. But we got 16 debates in this first round. That's 16 preliminaries. We only asking the debaters to do one preliminary. 2 preliminaries is a little too much, and then trying to set up a debate. You know, we know y'all got your own life. You know, we know y'all got to get prepared for your first round. Some people take a week to get everything settled because you still got your home life. You see what I'm saying? So we appreciate y'all supporting this tournament. A lot of people didn't think we could pull it off. They didn't think we could get. See, next year we striving for 64, just like the NCAA. 64, maybe even a play-in. You know how they got the true. You know how they got the little play-in to get to the 64. We might even let 2 extra people be lucky. You know. Hey, thank you, Renegade J. I am Mana. Tyrone, get blocked. Macados's tip. Hey, Karima, give Macados's tip his wrench. That's my eye. You know what I'm saying? Get aware. You know what I'm saying? We got Shopper Marquise in the building. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Who else? Oh, man, Indigenous Black man. Indigenous Black man got him out there shaking in their mummy boots. We got Round and third base coming on home in the building. God dang me. We got the Queen Hazel, the Jean Wonder Love of the world. I'm gonna say your whole name, Queen. That's right. Yeah, these are loyal Lions Den supporters. I appreciate and love all y'all, man. Anybody left out, Great Theo, I Am Mana, and everybody else. Hey, welcome if I missed you. But hey, this is how the preliminary should go. Now, somebody in the audience, Elder Yara was in the building. He said, hey, JJ, stay out of it. I'm trying my best to make sure we got the right, precise topic. I declare I'm not trying to get in it. I only debate my debates, you know. But I want the audience to know what to look for. That's why I said, well, let's look up the definition of reality. Let's look up the definition of perfect. Well, we want everybody to, we don't want to go into a debate talking about human origins. And then he talking about the goddamn cotton gin of 1837. Talking about this proves that human origins was in the United States first. That makes no sense. So with that being said, Sister Creamer, if you're there, go ahead and close us out. We will see y'all tomorrow. Man, I'm glad y'all reminded myself. Did y'all hear me? Y'all reminded myself. Tomorrow we have another preliminary. It will be Sister E versus Bosco Malik, the what do you say? The primitive Freemason. The topic of their preliminary is the Messiah Michael the Archangel? Let me read that right. So hold up, y'all. Hold up. Wait a minute. Yeah, let me make sure I get it right. I ain't mess nobody's titles up. Now that's not set in stone. You know, in the preliminary, this is what they come up with so far. Because see, in the preliminary, you can tweak the title because you're not set in stone. Just to let y'all know. But this is what they came up with so far. It will be on Sister E, Sister with an A. You know, SISTA and E. It's easy to find. The preliminary will be on that channel. Like I said, we spreading the wealth. We going from other channels to get everybody involved. You know what I'm saying? Share the numbers. That's the whole plan. Like network with each other. Okay, let me find it. Okay, hold up, y'all. Hold up. I should have been a little bit more organized. I apologize. Oh, here we go. Okay, I don't know if y'all can. Let's see. All right, the flyer circulating all over on Facebook. You see what I'm saying? But it's the Messiah. Is the Messiah Michael the archangel? Here go the flyer. Hold up. That's Sister E. Sister got a beautiful smile. You know, my brother Bosco Malik. You know, hey, he's a veteran in this. You see. See, like I said, the sisters, hey, they stepping up. So next year, y'all, we want 16 women up in here. A lot of these goddamn chauvinists, they scared of y'all. They scared. But see, this will be at on Sister E channel tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't miss it. Also, it's 16 debates, right? So I'm responsible for 6. LV responsible for making sure the other 5 go right, and then Black Jesus. So here's got a couple more that I'm responsible for, just to let y'all know what we got coming up for some more preliminaries. And then we're gonna get up out of here. Sister Creamy, you there? I don't see you peeking in. I'm trying to talk because we need you to, get us up out of here. You got to close it out. All right. So y'all seen the preliminary with Shabar, the Zealot, and the Truth. These are 2 of the younger debaters that we got in the circuit. You see, we ain't got old dinosaurs. We ain't digging up old dinosaurs. We ain't doing that. We bringing you fresh, new talent that has been held back. See, JJ's a scout. I've been scouting talent for a long time. See, I built the Lions Den. The first, I'm not saying I built it. I'm saying when I first got in front of the TV, I said, man, there's people in the Lions Den that's way smarter than me, and I can't wait to get them in front of the camera. I've always said that. So that's what I'm saying. I built it I promoted and built it with help of everybody else on the team for a panel for everybody. It's not a biased platform. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So we got Aaron Yahudeen versus Pro Izzo One Don Bird. These are 2 former Lions Den members. Don went over to the Source debate league. He started off over here in the first generation of Lions Den when we first started out. When I used to be in front of the TV with the stick, you know what I'm saying? And then Aaron Yahudeen is a former champion of the Lions Den. He actually ran Judah Nazareth up out the building. All right, we had a tournament. It was the Final 4. We had 4 competitors left. Judah Nazareth ran out the building. Kramer, am I telling the truth? Or am I lying? I'll mute my mic. He ran him out the building.
You telling the truth? Yeah, Aaron left with his trophy.
Now, Tahuti took his belt, but then when we have another tournament, Judah made it to like the Final 4 to maybe even regain his belt. But then when he found out he was debating Aaron Yahudeen, he ran out the building. We had to make a flyer due to yellow fever. Judah Nazareth had forfeited the match, and Aaron gets another stripe on his belt. Now, we also got Apostle Zaquan and Santonio Wiggins. They're going to be having their preliminary. We're setting that up. Then I got Asar M. Ka. You might have seen this brother on Smash Rockwell channel, and he got his own channel. Actually, he got his own channel. And then he's going against a brother from Debate Talk for You, Ha Amayan. So look forward to that. I'm going to be setting that preliminary up. But Sister E's preliminary tomorrow, right, y'all? And it'll be on her channel, Sister E with an A. And then We're gonna get her debate, her and Bosco's debate on the brother who wrote that book from the new book that what's the name of it? From Hebrews to Negroes. I can't. Donald Fortson or something. She said we're gonna try to get the debate over there, so we get a larger audience to watch. You see what I'm saying? It's all about marketing, promotion, and networking. You see what I'm saying?
talking about Ronald Dalton?
There it is. Yeah. She said she's gonna talk to him, and her debate's gonna be on his channel. You see what I'm saying? So that's what we're doing. So we're gonna be traveling, we're gonna be home, we're gonna be on Black Jesus channel, we're gonna be here with the debate. But we want everybody to come together and support the debate, whether you in or out. That's the whole thing. All right, so Trimmer, we can go ahead. I think everybody got a last word. Just at the truest. I didn't hear him say anything, so I'm gonna let him get it. Rafire said something. Sister Noble cool. You cool, I guess. And then we can get up out of here, man. We've been on for 2 hours, 20 minutes. Hey, the team management said, JJ, you got to shorten the videos, these preliminaries up for about 1 hour, 30 minutes. But if we got people on here that's asking questions and involved in the show, I'm not going to make it too short because when you get the people involved, hey, they feel like, you appreciate how they feel. All right, go ahead, Kareem. Truist. Go ahead, Truist.
Yeah. To close out, just piggybacking off what you just said. I love getting the people involved. When you get the people involved, you build up the hype, you build up the excitement, and that's how you generate more viewership for the actual debate. It's only smart promotion. I love engaging with people who agree and disagree. I love people who disagree with me more than people who agree with me because it keeps me on my toes. So with that being said, this was a great preliminary. I can't wait for the actual debate. I already started working on my PowerPoint. It will be done within 2 days. And yeah, I'm really excited for this tournament. And I'm grateful for having, for JJ, Sister Karima, and everyone who made this happen to giving me a platform to properly debate on. And with that, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I will be trying to put some content out here and there. Power to the dark side, peace and Pan-Africanism, and everyone, I will see you at the debate. Peace.
All right, Sister Kareem, any last word? If not, let's get up out of here. I don't know if you got the chamber lined up with the music, but go ahead, play what you want to play. Like I say, man, I'm happy, this is getting off. I'm happy for that all 32 we can gather. We got, actually it was more than 32, but I'm happy everybody participated. One person didn't make this happen. We all making it happen. We're gonna make history because this has never been done in our community. So thank you very much.
I want you and that young man to tie that knot. I'm gonna pray for you. And I want you to hold on to God's unchanging hand, because he helped Joshua fight the battle of Jericho. Yeah.
It's the old
Daniel get out the lion's den. He helped get off the island.
Let me get straight to the business. Yeah. Got them lions in the building. Yeah. Why you lying to the children? Yeah. Why you lying to the children? Yeah. RIGHTEOUS. Man, you know I've been to bed. Man, they know context. Yahuwah, he do the best. We will not see you tomorrow. Cause you cannot go to thought. All the sons and all the daughters standing hard with big manotas. But my son, he made me Taurus. On that line, I'm still a Taurus. Karate kicking Chuck Norris, 4-5 on my waist. If he started, will not hesitate to get retarded. Oh lordy, he ain't got a PowerPoint, he farted. He running to the hills like a Philistine. Jihad hitting Hamites with the guillotine. Situation turned up with the Ratchet team. JJ 7000 to the debate league. Yeah, I know them haters gon' hate me, but he won't debate me. Pistol off safety. He respond, come wake me. If I don't get up, nigga shake me. If he don't show up, then he fake G. I touch down and make these nigga nuts lying to them children? Why you lying to them children? You gon' cry, you gon' get it. Me, I'm like a frog, nigga, ribbit. Of course, it's in the spirit. I just got the Porsche, she can steer it. Mito got the raw, Shaq and Willie. Lamborghini doors, you better not spill it. Mama's high, say I'm more than just a villain. Mama's cry, armed open wide for her children. Suicide, immortalized as the realest, yeah. Yeah, black suicide. Let me get straight to the business. Got them lions in the building. Why you lying to them children? Yeah. Why you lying to them children? Yeah. RIGHTEOUS. Man, you know I've been